Hey guys, and welcome back to a brand new Let's Play called Simple Planes. This is something that I don't know really anything about. This is a game that was sent to me in Steam, asking me if I would review it and check it out. It does kind of sound like a really cool game. I did look at, what the synopsis was, and I checked out a few little videos. I haven't played it yet, so we're going to come into this as a blind playthrough and see what we got going on here. And I did go into the settings and I changed the sound volume a little bit. If it's too loud, let me know that. I'll go ahead and lower it down a little bit. But I like the music in this one so far. And look at this right here, guys. The graphics are pretty beautiful. I like the little sky, kind of very peaceful, just moving in the background right there. So I like it. It looks pretty cool. So let's go ahead and let's see what the About tab is, just to get a feel for what's going on here. Now, we're in version 1.3.4.3. And, of course, you have the programmers in here, Andrew Garrison. He's actually one of the people on YouTube right now. You can go and check out his site and see, like, when he does updates, he lists all that stuff there. So definitely go in there if you like this game. Let him know about it. Let him know that you appreciate the fact that he spent a lot of hard work making this game for you. So also thanks to the Reddit community for all the great suggestions and feedback. So they listen to what you guys have to say. Again, if you want them to add something in there, might be a cool idea to just toss them a little comment here and there and let them know some of the stuff you might like to see in the game. But let's go ahead and get into the actual game here. Now it says school up here at the top. What are this? Races, combat, challenges, and sandbox. I think the school is something we could probably start with since we don't know anything about it. We have building. Buildings planes is sort of what this game is all about. Let me show you a few things to help you on your way. What about ground school? Building plane is fun, but you need to know a little bit about physics to make them fly well. That could actually be pretty useful. Now that you can build an airplane, you need to know how to fly it. What about weapons? Learn how to use guns, rockets, missiles, and bombs. Takeoff practice. Learn the ropes in this beginner tutorial where you learn how to throttle up and lift off the ground. Landing practice. Practice your landing skills in this tutorial. We got you lined up and on final approach. Now all you have to do is set it down and keep it in one piece. This sounds easier than it probably is. It's probably pretty difficult. What about first solo? Time to take everything you've learned and put it all together. Just take off, follow some rings around, and land back on the same runway. This one is all on you. Yeah, we're going to go with building to start with, just to get a feel for where this game is. Of course, as I said before, it's a blind Let's Play, so if you're more knowledgeable in this game, you might want to skip to one of the races, or combat, I think is probably going to be the toughest part of it. Challenges, might be pretty tough, and sandbox is just going to be completely open, I'm sure, and you're going to have to just go at it. So let's see about building planes. Let's go through the tutorial and see what they have to say on this one. This is the plane designer. Here you will build your masterpiece. Every plane must have at least one cockpit. This is where you will control the airplane. Don't worry, you will be safe inside, even in the worst crashes. Okay, so it's kind of like Takeoff in the sense that you don't really ever die. You just lose your whole thing if you blow it up. Okay, so the cockpit is designed to be indestructible. It's beautiful. I wish you could make the whole airplane like that. You can add more parts by opening the part list. Tap the next arrow below to continue. Okay, so add a part by dragging it out from the list. It seems pretty self-explanatory so far. Nothing too, advanced, but it's kind of nice that they give you a little tutorial to ease you into it. Drag parts to your plane, and the designer will try to snap it into place the best it can. Sometimes you will need to zoom in a little to get a better angle while connecting parts. Again, if you guys have watched my Terratech series, it's kind of the same thing. It doesn't always fit on there just right, but if you finagle it a little bit, you eventually will get it on there where it works just fine. If you make a mistake, you can always click the undo button in the bottom left. So you can't move a piece once you put it down, or is the undo button just kind of simpler for you? I don't know. We'll have to look at that. Delete parts by dragging and dropping them into the trash can in the upper right, or by simply pressing the delete key. Well, that's kind of useful. I mean, it kind of sucks that you have to delete the part. I'd rather just, as long as it doesn't cost me any money, I guess it's fine. We'll just delete it. Wings provide lift to get your plane into the air. They can be found in the wings section in the part list. They can connect to your plane at the tip or the base. You can also use pylons to hang stuff from your wings. I could think about adding maybe a fuel tank or some missiles or something like that from your wing. I can already think of a lot of different scenarios where we can come up with some pretty cool stuff. Let's see, double click on a wing and then drag the blue arrows back and forth to change its shape. That is pretty unique. I haven't seen that in a video game yet. That's pretty cool. You can make a wing fat, skinny, long, short, or anything in between. You're really gonna have to understand like the physics of lift and drag when you're doing stuff like that, when you're actually altering the piece yourself. Because if you come up with something just wacky, it may not take off at all, and you may not be able to figure out why if you just don't understand it. When a wing is selected, the wing menu button shows up. This gives you access to the wing menu. Okay, what does the wing menu do? The wing menu has advanced properties for a wing. From here, you can specify how much fuel to put in the wing, and you can add or remove control surfaces. Very cool. That is pretty sweet. Control surfaces allow a pilot to turn the plane with their flight control. You can wire up a control surface to respond to roll, pitch, or yaw flight controls. Control surfaces will be discussed more in ground school training along with airfoils. Thank you for giving me these tutorials because I'm somewhat knowledgeable in planes, but this looks like it could be really overwhelming if you just jump into it and you don't know what you're doing. So I greatly appreciate the fact that they're taking the time to give a noob like me the information that I might actually need to be able to build something and get it off of the ground. So I like that so far. Clicking the edit shape button for a control surface will let you change their shape, much like you can do with wings. Okay, so I mean you can pretty much change the shape of everything in this game other than maybe the cockpit, because they didn't mention that you could, but maybe that's something you can actually do as well. When you are finished building a wing, you can mirror it to the other side. Very cool. I like that, so you don't have to sit there and make sure everything is, you know, perfect on both sides. But the fact that it mirrors it so it's different on the other side, because you wouldn't just be able to take the same wing and just flip it over. You would actually have to change the top and the bottom and everything else. So I like the fact that they're letting you do that. First, click the part rotation button and then click the mirror part button. Sometimes you may want to mirror the entire plane at once. This can be done by opening the menu, then clicking the mirror aircraft button. Why would you want to mirror the entire aircraft? Unless you're just making another one? But then wouldn't that just be copy and paste? I don't know. We'll have to look at that. I don't know why you would do that, but it's kind of cool that it's in there. At least there's probably some use for it if they did, you know, put a whole button in for it. With this tool, you can pick where you want to mirror your plane and then click the mirror button. Mirroring the entire plane ensures that it's perfectly symmetrical and saves you a lot of work. Oh, so it's not like a duplicate of the entire plane. What they're saying is it's just going to mirror one side to the other. If you had, you know, done anything different from one side to the other, maybe it just removes that and it makes sure that it's, you know, like he said, completely symmetrical. So that's kind of cool. And they explain why you would actually use it, because I was kind of wondering on that button. It doesn't really, in my mind, I was thinking of like duplicating the entire plane, but that's pretty cool. When you are finished building your plane, you can click the run button to start the challenge. Okay. Seems pretty self-explanatory so far. Ground school. Now, I think what we're going to do is do a few of these on this episode just to kind of get a feel for it before we jump into it. Actually, we may just jump into it, guys. We may just come in here and see if we can build something. Challenges, short takeoff. Actually, no, wait, we got flying. This is where it lets us build, isn't it, right? Build an airpoint. Yeah, no, we want to do... Let's do takeoff practice. Let's see if we can get that going. Just actually try to take off. Oh, this is cool. This is cool. Okay, so I'm using a joystick, like the Xbox 360 thing. So when I use my my joypads, the actual sticks, on the left I can turn left and right with, I guess that's the rudder. Down here on the bottom, what are these? I guess they're just another form of rudder, right? Because they just kind of tell me if I'm going to go up or down. So if I go left or right with that, it goes up and down. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Right trigger mixes with these wings. Okay, so I can make a turn. And what does this one do? How do I slow down? Okay, so that's how I slow down. The X button, and the right bumper is the one that speeds me up. What does this do? Gear. Okay, so let's get it up to 80. Wait till your speed reaches 80 and then see what happens. I may have to lift up Nope, that's the wrong way. That 83. Okay, now use the there we go. Woo! That does respawn really well. A little bit too much so because I can see really losing. Oh, look at this, guys. This is cool. Now climb to 1,000 feet. Okay, so I'm gonna fly around a little bit. I wish it had some missiles on it or something. Oh, this is cool. Now the plane doesn't look all that advanced. It looks, you know, a little blocky and stuff, but it is a tutorial mission. But if you look at the scenery alone is pretty cool looking. Like that's not bad. I like that. Can I go down a little bit? Let's see if we can do a barrel roll. No, it's a roll. Not really a barrel roll. There we go. Can we do it? Yes, we're gonna do it. Holy crap, look at that. That's pretty cool. I like that. Now, the controls are a little backwards for me, just the way I'm used to it. Because holding down the right trigger makes me turn left like I'm doing right now. And holding down the left trigger makes me go the other way. Also, when I want to go up or when I want to go down, it's left or right with the other stick. So that's a little weird right there. And now that I'm thinking about it, the propeller is actually pretty loud. Let's go into our options real quick, guys. And I need to change game settings. Maybe go down in environmental settings. No, there's nothing there. Locations. It's only available in oh, so I can change the location we're flying, and that's gonna be cool. Quality settings, graphics, terrain. That's all on high. It's the highest it can go. Controls. So I guess you can't change the volume while you're in the game, because there was a menu to change the volume before you get into the game, but I guess it's not here anymore. Huh. That's kind of unfortunate. I wonder why it's not here, unless I'm just missing it. Let's go ahead and exit. I'll go into the settings over here and show you that here's the master volume right here. This is something you can go in here and change anytime you want. Now it only has music and master volume. It would be nice if they added another control there so I can turn the volume of the propellers down as well. You know, but I think it's a little bit too loud. So I'm just gonna have to turn the master volume down a little bit, and I'll turn the music back up so you guys can hear that. Right, maybe come down a little bit more. And then, of course, the music stops altogether. I can't hear how loud it is. Okay, so that's that. Let's go into sandbox mode real quick, guys. Build and fly, ooh. Yeah, we're going to try Dogfight versus select airplane. Computer controlled. Actually, player is not going to be computer controlled. I am going to use it. Oh, what is this one? Ooh, look at that one. That's pretty cool. What about this one? Kicking fish. I like the way it looks with the green. Actually, it's kind of a cool, and it definitely is something. Apparently, you can color the pig pen. You know, ooh, I like the older one. The seaplane might be interesting. Twin prop, more like a kind of futuristic jet for the old days. What is that? What are those on the end? Are those? I don't know. I guess they're jet engines on the end, but they're probably just filled with a certain amount of fuel. That's more like the modern day ones on there. It has a ton of freaking weapons. Oh man, I kind of want to go with the old timey one, but I want to try this one because it has a ton of weapons on it. Okay, so let's see. What is the enemy gonna have? We want him to go with the seaplane. Yeah, we gotta see how well the seaplane does against us. Okay, we're gonna try that out. Now we're gonna just decimate this thing, but I just want to see how well it works. Okay, let's see. Wow, this thing moves a lot different than the last one because it has a lot more power behind it. So let's see. How do we turn very well? There we go. Seaplane is 1.4 miles away in that direction. No, go the other way. Oh, come on. I need to get these controls down. I'm so not good at them yet. Nope, not that way. Am I upside down? I think I am. Yeah, that's the sky up there. Okay, so we're heading in the right direction. 0.8 miles away. We're getting closer at least. How do you fire, though? Retract landing gear. Let's see. Air to air. Can we click on one of them? Air to air ground. I'm like completely upside down right now, guys. I realize that. I'm trying to right myself. There we go. That's a little bit better. Kind of, maybe. Okay, so how do we fire though? Okay, so I can put the landing gear down. I know how to do that. Holy crap. Fly by view. Oh, I'm gonna crash. Can I go up? Can I go up? Holy crap. How did I do that? I can't. Oh, this is nice. This is even better. Maybe. This might be even worse. If I can't figure out how I'm moving around. Oh my god. Jeez. I need to go in there and mess with the controls so they're a little bit more intuitive to how I usually play games. Just so we can get up here. But I don't know how to fire weapons. It says over here launch weapons in the left-hand corner, but I can't get it to activate. Maybe it's because I don't have the guy in my sights. That could be a thing. Maybe we'll have to do that. So let's... Can we launch weapons yet? There we go. Yeah. No, we missed him. Come on, other way, other way. No. What are we doing? What are we doing, guys? We're gonna crash. Holy crap. Oh yeah, I need to go in there and mess with the settings because it was fun. I like this game. This is gonna be something we're probably gonna play maybe once or twice a week for the time being and just see how the game really works out. This is pretty sweet though, guys. I have to admit, holy crap, that is us in that little cockpit right there. It'd be cool if you could see a little guy in there just freaking out. You know, like just screaming the fact that he just fell like 1,000 feet down to the ground. Look at that. Look how far we can zoom out. That is amazing. I like that. Oh, there's other pieces still falling down. That is friggin' nuts. But this is cool. This is a cool game, guys. Achievement unlocked. You can't take the sky from me. Ah, okay. So we got a nice little achievement there. But guys, I think we're going to go ahead and end the video here. Again, if you do enjoy these videos, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. Definitely helps grow the channel, and I greatly appreciate it. Also, make sure to leave those comments down below. I want to know what you guys think of this game. I think it's pretty cool. There's a lot more to learn. We're probably going to be doing some building on the next episode. Go through the tutorial a little bit more and find out what it takes to build an aircraft, and I'm going to have to go through the settings and make sure I get my controls just right. We also have like races we can go do and combat as well as challenges. Carrier landing sounds really, really cool. I think I'm going to definitely enjoy doing that one. SAM evasion, where the surface-to-air missiles being shot at you, that sounds really cool. Definitely something I'll probably try out as well here in the future. Although if you see anything in these that you want me to do a little earlier, make sure to leave those comments down below. Let me know which one you have in mind, and I'll definitely give it a try as soon as I can. Again, guys, thanks for watching. Until next time.